It's my honor to introduce to you a partner in this work, leading the New York State School Boards Association this year, Sandra Ruffo. NYSSBA has been a valued partner of the Council in our mission to provide advocacy, training, and information to school boards in their governance of our public schools. Sandra's been a board member since 1985 and is serving in her 19th year as president of the Broome-Tioga-Boces Board. She served for 18 years on the Susquehanna Valley School Board as well, with 15 as president. Sandra's been awarded the Friend of Education by SANES, and the Rural Schools Association has granted her a New York State Appreciation Award. She does truly challenging work in her own life. Forget school board world. She was a retired nurse who spent her career in hospice care. In working with her over the past few months, we're going to get together again in Plattsburgh in October. She's clearly the dean of board members, and she truly grasps the role of board member and president. She believes deeply in the partnership between superintendents and the governance body in our school districts. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Ruffo.
Well, that was a very kind introduction. Those students were amazing, and I just think as I sat there listening to them, isn't that why we're all here? And I have to say, I'm just a little bit intimidated to be standing here speaking before a group of like 1,000 people that are really bright and really passionate. But bear with me, I don't have any fancy PowerPoints like Lars does, but I will try to send a message to you. I want to thank Chuck and Lars and members of the NYSSBA committee and staff for inviting me to say a few words today. I'm truly honored to be here. Over the past 40 years of school board service, I've had the opportunity and privilege to work collaboratively with 7 of your remarkable peers, witnessing the challenge and opportunities that you face every day as you work as stewards of our students' academic success. To each superintendent present today, I sincerely and from my heart say thank you. As president of the New York State School Boards Association and in my 9 prior years as the Area 4 director, I've had the opportunity to meet and speak with superintendents and board colleagues from across the state, learning about your districts, challenges you might be having, and you're hearing your district stories. I'm appreciative for these wonderful experiences and opportunities for me as a person to grow and learn, and I look forward to many more. A strong superintendent and board president relationship is paramount to setting in motion any best practices in educational leadership and school governance. It is this pivotal relationship that NYSSBA is prioritizing in a new jointly conceived Superintendent Board President program entitled Governance Leadership. Lars and I will kick off this event in the North Country on October 4th at the Champlain Valley Educational Services Learning Hub. Best practices in communication, roles and responsibilities, and operations will be discussed. We know the critical role that this collaborative relationship plays in your success, and that the board is a governance team. We anticipate rolling out this training throughout the state next year for superintendents and their presidents, which will be coming to a location near you. Stay tuned for more information. I believe attending this with your board president will help optimize the critical relationship, whether you believe your relationship could use some help or your present relationship is optimal as it is. We're also working on strategizing ways as an association that we can contribute to the onboarding process for our newly elected board members, who typically number as many as 500 plus individuals yearly. These actions are intended to help connect them with resources that can successfully transition them into their new positions. We hope to be an additional support, as well as all that is done locally in the district and through the local SBAs to successfully onboard the new members. I want to remind you of NYSSBA's upcoming annual convention and expo in New York City on October 20 to 22, and I hope to see many of you there. Finally, we would love to hear about your district's programs. If you'd be willing to share a positive story, please let us know. I know from my travels that each and every one of your districts, from the smallest to the largest, owns bragging rights to exceptional anecdotes. NYSSBA's social media feed features a different school district each week on Fridays. Send your photos to nysbaphotos@gmail.com to showcase your story. In conclusion, I again sincerely thank NYSSBA for inviting me here today And I want to thank you personally for your tireless efforts, dedication, and commitment to making school leadership and board governance a part of your life's mission. You live in a world where you may not experience a line outside your door with individuals waiting daily to acknowledge the great work you do. However, you sit in your seats making a difference each and every day for your students, districts, and communities. If you'd allow me one more final comment, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge my amazing dedicated colleagues on the Board of Directors, the exceptional NYSSBA staff who work tirelessly for all of us, and two special leaders, my BOCES District Superintendent, Rebecca Stone, and Local District Superintendent, Natalie Brubaker. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your conference.